Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be on the Casio F91W. This is probably the most iconic Casio watch ever. It's probably one of the most iconic watches in general. And I have one to show you and two to show you. And wait for it. 3 and 4 and 5. So I have 5 F91Ws to show you today. Some of these were purchased from Japan and some of them were purchased from Amazon. And the reason why I have 5 different ones to show you today is that I'm actually going to be giving these to some of my friends in medical school. In medical school, we have something called the OSCE, which I don't know what it stands for, but basically you have to do this like standardized simulation where you walk into a doctor's office, a fake doctor's office, and you do a physical exam on a actor patient. And part of that requires using a watch to, counting, heart rate or their pulse, things like that. So I thought it'd be cool if all of us walked in with different watches on OSCE exam day, which is later next year or this year. Depends on when I release this video. But I just want to talk about the F91W and, why is it so iconic? And definitely the most important thing about this watch is the price, right? These guys go for about $20. And unfortunately, they're kind of going up in price. You can kind of see them for $30 or even $40, which is really unfortunate because I think that presents as a barrier to accessing watches in general. So they're about 20 bucks, and that's the first thing. Second thing is that they're quite reliable. They can last for years and years. Even after the strap has been destroyed, the case and the crystal have been destroyed, the movement just keeps on ticking. I actually want to say that Casio is probably more durable than Timex, even though Timex used to be known as the, affordable brand that has really good watches that are cheap. I think Casio does it a lot better, and it's kind of nice that they all come in different, color combinations. I've seen some Reddit posts where they show that the F91W, I think it has, probably like 15 different color combinations. Of course, some are more rare than others, but regardless, they're all fun colors. You can find your favorite color, your favorite combination, and put it on. So, those are probably the 2 things. And then number 3, so just to recap, price is one thing, durability is second. I think third thing is just that, if you lose one of these, you can just find another one. So number 3, I guess, is like quantity or availability. These are so available. You can find it at Walmart. You can probably find it at like Target, Hudson's Bay, Amazon, Japan. You can find it everywhere. I feel like Casio, unlike some other brands where they have they try and gatekeep certain watches are harder to find in other countries. You can probably find this. You can find this anywhere. So those are the 3 things that really make them good. Let's put one on the wrist just to show you. I'll put the descriptions in the the description will have all the different specifications, but you can see that the legibility is pretty good. I don't like negative displays, and these don't have negative displays, thankfully. Casio, you really need to improve your negative displays because I do have a Casio A100 with a negative display and I can barely read the time. So legibility is also in check. Materials, okay, that's where things get a bit tricky. These ones, they're basically all made of plastic except for the back, which is stainless steel. It's pros and cons because yes, it makes it less premium, but at the same time, it also makes it in some ways comfortable to wear. I have a Casio A158. Let's see if I can find it. The A158 is a bit more premium compared to the F91. You can see it has a metal bracelet instead of that plastic strap. But sometimes this bracelet is, well, first off, it's kind of cheap feeling. It can catch hairs. If you're a hairy person, it can catch hairs. So that's why some people actually prefer these plastic straps because they don't catch hairs and they don't jingle as much. These are very quiet watches as well. That's another thing. If you're looking for something that's more stealthy, I don't know why you would need it to be stealthy, but I don't know, if you just don't want to make a lot of noise, these rubber straps are super, super quiet. They don't jingle at all. And, you know, they're pretty soft as well. I can't even think of any bad reason to not buy this watch. You know, I've only been listing good things, but let me think of some reasons why you might not buy this watch. There are some direct competitors to the Casio F91, but they're not like your conventional competitors because, you know, Timex, Seiko, you know, don't even think about Swiss watches because they'll be way more expensive. All the established brands cannot compete at this price point, but you can find digital watches for like $2 on AliExpress or like Alibaba or Temu, right? So, you know, those Chinese shopping apps will have watches that are like 99.99%. They look exactly like a Casio F91 or whichever Casio you want, really. And so you might be tempted like, oh, you know, if I can buy 10 fake Casio F91Ws, why not just do that, you know, instead of buying the real Casio? And, you know, there's some validity to that, right? Because these watches are meant to be, you know, not super treasured. Like they can take a beating. But I think that those cheaper alternatives, like those $5, $2, $10 versions that are fake, they usually have some quality control issues. They usually just, yeah, quality control issues is probably the biggest thing. And like, come on, I think $20 is reasonable. I think 40, and by the way, I'm talking about in Canadian dollars, 40 Canadian, I think is a little bit too high, but if you can get one for 20, maybe 30 maximum, I think these are worth it. You know, you may as well get something with an established, trusted brand. I don't know if you'd ever do a warranty claim on these. I don't even know if you can, but I think there's a warranty that comes with these. So yeah, there's really, other than those AliExpress knockoffs, there is no other brand that can compete at this price point. And that's what makes these F91s so popular. And sometimes it's popular for the wrong reasons. Sometimes they're used for malicious purposes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can search up the F91W on Wikipedia and see what I mean. But for the everyday person and the person using these for OSCEs, or if you're a physician, you know, you need to time things. Let me just show you the features. Stopwatch, alarm. I mean, what else do you need in a watch? It has everything you need. Compact, great pricing. So that is why I'm giving these to my friends in medical school, and I need to find one for myself because these are to my friends. I'll find one for myself as well, so we can all be matching on OSCE day. So again, do I like this watch? Yes, I do. I really like the design. So clean, so minimal, no complaints there. And I will find one for myself. There are some like special editions. Again, there's like 15 of them out there. So I think I'll find one for myself. And who is this for? I think this is for everybody. This is one of those rare watches where anyone can wear it. Whether you're like 5 years old, you're 50 years old, 100 years old. If you're a medical student, gonna be a doctor soon. If you're a doctor, if you're a patient, if you're an engineer, a lawyer, I think this watch is so versatile. It is for you. So honestly, if I were you, get this watch. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. I think it's nice to have one. Either this or you can get like an A158 like myself. But that's what I love about Casio, and that's why they're so popular. And I think I said this in this video or another video, but you know, I wonder if someday they're not going to sell these anymore because, you know, the profit margins might be too slim in the future. So pick one up when you can. Pick up 2, pick up 5, you know, pick up some for your future children or your friends or your loved ones, and I promise you they will appreciate it. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing this array of Casio F91s. Subscribe for more videos. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.